Welcome to the Case Hot Seat, sponsored by the Cardinal's Nest, your official provider for Joseph Case High School apparel. Today, in the hot seat, we have history teacher Mr. Palmisciano, math teacher Mr. Chi, and tech teacher Mr. Shay. We have prepared 3 questions for each participant. Before every question, they will take a bite of increasingly spicy wings, then answer.
Take a bite of your wing.
Level 1.
Tell us about your time as an evil mathematic mastermind in the Mental Math Student Film Series.
So the cat, if you ever watched Inspector Gadget, it was supposed to be the evil cat from what's the name of the?
Dr. Evil.
No, that wasn't Dr. Evil. It's not Dr. Evil, but pre-Dr. Evil, right?
Yeah.
So it was Dr. Claw, actually, his name, for Inspector Gadget, the cat. So they need a villain, and of course, we decided to be the cat. So they found the ugliest, most hideous cat we find, which was worked very well, because the goal is to give kids nightmares. So we had a good time, and I decided to name it Catulus for it, because obviously I was a mental math. What's the name of the show? And I was evil, and evil, for some reason, evil people are associated with cats. Happens to be black too, which worked out.
Are you really evil?
Yes, I'm left-handed.
Bonus follow-up question.
Do you think it's unfair that math is characterized as like evil?
No, I think I think you should suffer.
If I'm not mistaken. Chose the teacher. Using math. Isn't that 2 questions and not 1?
Are you ready? Bring it down. Go ahead.
You've been teaching history, government, civics, and economics for many years. If you were president for a day, what is one thing you would do?
What was something I would do if I was named president today? I would pay history teachers more money. I feel like that they deserve more money, particularly in the context of other teachers. But, overall, that would be one thing that I would do immediately. I don't know. I guess, maybe fill some potholes, like maybe start with that, right? I want to deal with things that'll take care of my life and make my life better. So right on Buffington Street, there's 2 potholes right now that I drive over every day coming here. And it's been really, really bothering me. So that's what I would do.
Thank you. All right.
Other people.
Yeah,
All that power and you fill potholes.
that's right.
Sounds good.
No one else has done it.
Your new robotics course started this year. What is something here at Joseph Case High School that you would replace by a robot?
Automate by a robot. Maybe the lunch ladies. Maybe the bathroom. Maybe attendance. Actually, that's what I'd do. Robot attendance, because I don't want to do it every day. What else?
What do you have against the lunch ladies?
Robotics, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm like, wow.
Lunch ladies are doing a good job.
But it'll be easier for them. They can sit back and watch.
That's fair.
Maybe
They won't have a job.
I'm going to follow up with Mr. Palmisciano. I'm going to say that I'd probably roboticize me and let my entire class be taught. That's the way we're heading anyways. Teachers are going to be obsolete and get paid nothing at all, and you guys will benefit from having robots in the classroom. So
He wants history teachers to get paid more. You want to get paid nothing.
yeah,
That's
be clear.
fair enough.
Level 2.
All right, let me dip. Ask the question while I dip.
Okay.
Sources tell us you are not naturally buoyant and have had many aquatic close calls. Please tell us about your perilous white water rafting experience, and have you practiced swimming since?
This is not a hot topic. Anything is very cold. But so I cannot tread water. Okay, I sink like lead. So I've growing up, my best friend had an in-ground pool. I practically walked to the bottom of the pool and everybody thought there was something wrong with me, which there is. So a couple years back, a while now, me and a bunch of friends went whitewater rafting, and not only like did I have a life vest, I still sank so it took so long for me to rise because I'm so dense. So when we fell, the boat flipped over. Everybody popped up. I guess our guide was yelling at everybody to swim left. However, I stayed underwater so long that the current took me down the river to the point where nobody could find me in my boat group. They were like, "Where is our friend?" And they're like, "We think he's dead," because I just sink. So thank God that they have like certain like paddle formations. So my guide looks down at the other boat like down the river, does a paddle thing like, "We lost a guy." Somebody goes, "We found a guy." They're like, "It's good, we found him. We think that's your friend." So there's multiple times that just happened that when I go into water, it takes a very long time for me to come up. So I cannot go in any body of water that I can't touch the bottom, because that's how I enjoy the water. I jump in, find the bottom, kick up so I can survive. And that's the point where some people didn't believe me. They like tread water. In college, I dated a girl who was a swim instructor, and she gave up. Okay, because I tread water just to be enough to die, because the water is just above my nose. Where when people tread water, is about here. Not me. I guess it was a gift that was not given to me by powers that be.
Tell them what you did for a college sport.
Oh yeah, in college I was a coxswain for the crew team. So
For people at home, what does that mean?
I get to yell at people in a boat.
Oh, that's out.
Yeah. So I didn't do the rowing.
Yeah.
I yelled them to row harder.
Did they ever toss you off?
Yes. When we place in a race, one of the traditions that you throw the coxswain into the river. It was very cold, and good thing I didn't float away. So it wasn't too far. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Tell us something you learned from Nick Peachy in your time wrestling and coaching.
What did I learn from Coach Peachy as my time in wrestling? I guess, not to be any cheesy or anything, but just hard work, dedication, right? You have to go to practice all the time. You have to work hard in the off season. You have to do like a variety of different things. Very well planned. He was a great teacher too. He's actually my history teacher as well. Every time that we had practice, it would always be planned out, almost like a lesson plan. Like there was no dead time. Every 5 minutes, you do this, then you do that. We knew what we were doing before we walked in, and he gave a lot of power to the captains. So he would have us run like a decent portion of the practice, which I think kind of made me want to teach. So, yeah.
Your name appears several times in the Notre Dame lacrosse record book, including all-time most points scored by a defenseman. What do you think are the most important qualities of an elite defenseman?
First and foremost, I wouldn't put elite and Mr. Shay together nowadays. Maybe back then I was actually fairly decent. I do hold some records back there, offensively wise. Defensively wise, I think it applies to every sport. The most important part of your body is your brain. You have to understand what your opponent wants to do. A lot of times people spend their time playing defense, reacting to what they do. And when you get to the elite levels, you're actually dictating what you're going to let them do long before you start playing defense against them. So your brain, making them do what they don't want to do. So, and you have to kind of be a beast as well. Some of the players nowadays are just tall, strong, all handsome, everything I wasn't in college. So.
Level 3.
Oh, great.
Please present
Oh my God.
the math problem. I went to a liberal arts college, so I don't know. I don't know what that means, that symbol.
It's a formula for the integration. Give me something I can do. I don't know the formula off the top of my head.
Is that
So what happens is, so I'll explain the math problem. It's an integration problem, which means you're looking for the area underneath a curve. However, what's happening here is that the function she gave me, it's like has a very specific formula that you have to memorize. Not memorize. It takes a long time to derive to come with that formula. And as you come to that formula, what happens is you're going to get it's one of those things where like it's not a typical function. So you have some graph. It's not a normal equation for the area. Like you don't know that off the top of your head. So these are ones that you actually have to like. You could probably do it, but it'll take a long time of guessing and checking to see if it will work. You know what I mean? But the goal there, essentially, the goal is to integrate that, which means find that curve from one thing to another.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Your brother Nick's IMDb page credits him as director and actor in the following films: Range 15 in 2016 and Send Me in 2022. Which one is better and why?
Send Me's better, because Send Me's an actual documentary about them going over to Afghanistan and getting some of the people out who would help the United States in the Afghanistan war, who were kind of left to die when the Taliban kind of took over. Range 15, I would not necessarily recommend to anyone in this room. It's not very appropriate, nor is it a cinematic masterpiece. But for his fans of Ranger Up, they love them. So that's all I can say about that.
You heard? It doesn't smell bad.
It's good.
Yeah,
You'll
put it in
like
your
it. You'll enjoy it. Don't worry about it.
all right, Mr. Chair? We've prepared a typing challenge for you on monkeytype.com. Elite level. Woo!
Got it.
Yeah.
If I don't,
It's like looking out and just watching people enjoy it. Right now. Have you noticed that?
Well, I mean, that's kind of how I teach, though. It's only fair.
30 words per minute, 100% accuracy.
Nice.
Is my head? Is there moisture in my head?
I'm not sure there's the light.
Oof. This is wonderful.
Spice? Take the
All right, I think I'm fine. Like, I feel like the heat just wherever I took a bite, it's like slowly permeating heat outward. I can slightly feel like you know the cartoon, you feel in your ears.
Yeah.
It's slowly going to my ears. I can feel it, and I can imagine myself just going just a little fire coming out of my ears.
That's what's gonna happen.
Are you recommending that I?
I think you'll be fine.
The office
For
call?
us,
Didn't you hear the office call?
I recommend that since you did wear the shirt that says sizzle, you might as well join the party.
I know.
I mean, you did wear the right shirt, so you could. I mean, you can't be hot here and not hot here.
I am hot.
I know.
So,
I think we need Mr. Sullivan to try the
Ooh.
hot sauce before, otherwise it would feel unfair, right?
All right. Are we rolling this? Yeah. All right.
I'm on the downside. Who's gonna ask?
Mr. Sullivan, congratulations on your first child. Can you tell us some of the highlights and the lowlights of the challenges of being a young parent?
Okay. First of all, that's really bad. Second of all, let me finish chewing it. Okay.
Don't cover your mouth when you're talking.
Not the hiccups.
Oh.
You guys are am I worse?
Yes.
Could you give them more?
You're young.
Okay. To answer your question, I think the good things about parenthood are I literally can't talk. So I'm having like a so profoundly like cool and like unexplainable, and the bad things are like so not. It's like, oh, he cries, and it's and I gotta change diapers, and it's like, okay, that's bad, but like watching him like look at stuff, it's like an intangible. It's like so much cooler than like you possibly think. So it's obviously, basically all pros, because the cons are like so not important really in the grand scheme of things, and then the things that are good are so like magically like good, like beyond even like regular like comprehension. That's like his teeth are coming in. He's just like making sound. He's just like and I'm like this is amazing, right? He's also I'm very lucky. He's like super cool. Yeah. He's a nice guy. He doesn't really cry that much.
Does he sleep at night?
Yeah, honestly,
That's a huge win.
He's very good at that. We did the sleep training.
Nice.
I'm gonna die.
All right. You need some milk?
Mr. Shay's still dying.
No, you guys didn't have any milk.
I'm on the downside.
No one will think anything.
Well, that's
I see ya.
You guys didn't.
Yeah, and if you need it, have some milk.
I'm not just telling. Folks, let's give it up. I'm gonna edit this tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the hospital. And you guys, I'll let you know. All right, guys. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I'm okay now. I'm good. Can we get the